We started warning the fake news media that we would be fact-checking them over a year ago. Now that we are, phony fake fraud journalists are melting down. They are so nervous about being exposed as deceitful liars, they resort to accusing the NRA of being terrorists, bigots, and censoring free speech. A CNN analyst even reported NRATV for pushing hate speech. That only after we exposed him for lying. But name-calling will never stop us. Our mission is too important. Fake news is evolving into a well-orchestrated attack on our democracy. We hold the lying media accountable to stop people like New York Times reporter Adam Goldman. He covers the FBI and national security, advancing the ridiculous Russia-Trump collusion narrative. That so-called seasoned journalist actually had the gall to claim, quote, the NRA just threatened to fist the New York Times. He did it without looking up a transcript on NRATV. It's right there with each video. He didn't look at the closed captioning. He never reached out to Dana Lash to ask her what she said, which was Fisk, by the way, with a K, meaning to fact check. How are we the only ones questioning his integrity? If he gets this story so wrong, imagine what other stories he's butchering. You see, Goldman never issued an apology for getting it wrong because it wasn't a mistake. He does it on purpose. He's a chaos creator, out to destroy our president by tearing down every American who supports Donald Trump. It's the same reason the Washington Post's David Weigel kept the fist or Fisk lie going by retweeting out this picture, purposefully misleading captions on it. And when Dana sent Weigel one of the many threats she had received as a result of his and Goldman's lies, Weigel shot back with this, claiming Dana was, quote, vile, among many other things. That isn't behavior fit for real journalists, certainly not a gentleman, but after all, real journalists don't exist anymore, and none of them appear to be real gentlemen. You see, Weigel and Goldman are filled with hate. Hate for President Trump, hate for gun owners, hate for the awesome power the NRA harnesses from its 5 million members, while these so-called reporters, purveyors of lies, hide behind a computer screen using a keyboard to fuel the fires of violence. They hold democracy hostage and freedom at bay. Not surprisingly, violence is nothing new to journalistic con men like Weigel. Not long ago, he said he, quote, wanted to see conservative Matt Drudge set himself on fire. He called conservatives Rush Limbaugh and Sarah Palin well, I can't even say it. And he referred to Ron Paul supporters as Paul-tards. He targets conservatives. It's why he works for the Washington Post and why I work for NRATV. Two outlets with very different missions. We push freedom, they push lies. Strategic misinformation. And the bogus outlets are growing. Pushing headlines like this from Raw Story. The NRA promises to fist the New York Times. Or this from the Huffington Post. Fist or Fisk. NRA's bizarre ad has confusing message for New York Times. Or this from Vice News. NRA spokeswoman denies threatening to fist the New York Times. Really? We see right through you, Vice News, and we will not let you claim to be some self-righteous soldier of morality when your executive producer, Bill Maher, has consistently been one of the most disturbing and disgusting people on television. Here's one of his lowlights, some of them actually.
Staying in the airplane when it hits the building. Say what you want about it, not coward. Dogs are like retarded children.
Dogs are like retarded children. Those are actual words, not made-up ones. Take note, Adam Goldman of the New York Times. In fact, to every reporter out there, listen to me and listen carefully. We will Fisk every story you write if that's what it takes. F-I-S-K, Fisk, as in fact check. And we will do it with a clenched fist, F-I-S-T, of truth. Sadly, these reporters will continue to try to deceive us with their fake polls into thinking we aren't winning. Try to fracture us by claiming we are violent and hateful. Try to demoralize us. Try to control us. To all of you, especially Goldman and Weigel, good luck. Hide behind your tweets and leaks. You have no more power over us. In the end, you can threaten us, slander us, malign us, even report us. I make a vow to all of you. We here at NRATV will never stop fighting. And I promise you, we will not lose.